From the pen to the lens, with the truth, where the story begins. If it ain't facts, hard pass. 3 p.m. been sitting, time to put your bid in. Going against a red game, a bunch of lanes and fakes. High stakes, big rewards, gotta take what's yours.
Who's the nation? We here, we there. You better prepare. Make sure you're here, listen, stay right there. Woo.
Third Party Nation.
What is up, family? Third Party Nation Podcast Talk. I am Noah.
And I'm Irvin T.
Routine over here. What are we talking about for today?
Today we want to talk about hostility at the job.
Customers and coworkers getting hostile. Or just bad interactions at the job.
At the job.
So,
Well put.
You know what I'm saying? So we all dealt with something like that at the job. You know, all of us. I've dealt with something. Pretty much, I dealt with a boss who kept on nitpicking and bothering me, and I think he was racist. He was actually racist.
Right.
And he kept on messing with me, asking where I was. He's always on me. Let's get to the point. Me and him was going. I was in fisticuffs, some old school shit. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, be cool. And I had to call the job lines, you know what I'm saying, to deal with this kind of stuff.
Right.
So pretty much by a couple of days, he was acting all goofy, trying to be friendly.
Trying to be friends again.
Trying to be friendly. Like I said, we never really were friends.
Right, true.
We never really talked and interacted.
Right.
And me, I'm a good, funny dude. I interact with a lot of people.
Right.
But with certain people, I don't get down.
Get down with that, right?
And so, but he left the job himself. He found another job.
Right.
But that was one incident. There was a couple more incidents. But that was one of the main ones. Like, okay, now you're being racist towards me. But that was one of the main ones that we was going to really fight. And
I seen it coming.
And like I said, I usually don't do that kind of stuff, but it really got me to that point, man. But that was one, but I know you got a couple of good ones.
Well, yeah. So I had one at the job where it was a lady. She was actually buying something, and her daughter had a coat that still had a tag. The daughter was still wearing the coat with the tag. She was buying all her stuff, and they, I was security, so they asked me to ask her did she pay for it.
Yeah.
So I knew how the situation could go. I could tell how it looked and everything. I'm like, it's my job. So I went to go ask. I'm like, did you get this rolled up? She's like, I ain't buy that here. No, I don't know what he asked me that. I'm like, I'm just doing my job. Because you see, he still got the tag on it.
Exactly.
It might have not been our coat, but that was my job to say something. So, but it got blown out of proportion.
Yeah.
Got mad. I worked for what I did. I got the whole speech. She cussed out. And when she was walking out, she said something. I said, have a good one. And she walked in my face. And I knocked you out. She said something about profanity and stuff that I don't want to say. But she jumped at me. I didn't move. I'm like.
She literally jumped at you.
Yeah, she did like kind of
like you thought you were going to be like this? Like, I don't know.
I just stood there. Cause I was like, at this point, she was a woman too.
Yeah.
So I was like, I was on camera and I don't hit women. So I was like, I guess I had to take the punch. I didn't flinch. I didn't dodge. I was like, she punched me. Then I just had to deal with whatever, grab her and bring her to the ground or whatever. But I was like, she better punch me. And she was like, dang, she stopped. But I was like, I just looked. I'm like, okay, you can punch me. But it didn't happen. She's like, lucky. And then she walked out.
She was stupid. She was. She was crazy.
Yeah, so she walked out, and I'm like, and the little girl was embarrassed.
Yeah.
Oh my God, mom did that. So it happened so fast, and it's just that's something that we deal with, like
dealing with like clothing, that kind of stuff. What they call it?
that was right at the tip of my tongue.
I can't think of the name of it.
Retail.
Dealing with retail is bad, man. like I said, just dealing with the customers itself, but also dealing with the coworkers, man. The people that we go to see and meet up and talk to and work with every day, and they bring in new people and all that kind of stuff. And like I said, I remember there was one woman that used to be there, used to work with us for a long time, and she was a little off. She was a little off, man. And like I said, I knew her for a long time, and I actually cared about her. But it got to the point where she tried to fight me and get her family to fight me. And it wasn't just me, it was other people at the job. But she was getting so hostile and so crazy to the point where it was getting really bad. And it started with me first. So So, and I looked, it's funny, that same day, she was like, hit me. I'm like, okay, there's some other crap. So, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can't get mad unless, like I said, you're being attacked. And that's when you figure it out. But some things you gotta really think about, okay, this is some other stuff that's going on, what's wrong with her life, or dealing with her, but this is some other stuff. I just walked off. You know what I'm saying? It's hard not to be disrespected, not to be treated bad. You know what I'm saying? But I think you gotta just follow certain procedures of how the job was to be. Especially when it's about your money, you're not trying to lose your money. That's the one thing. If you work at McDonald's, then fuck it. Well, you know, as you get older and you put years into certain jobs, like stuff, you gotta really think about certain situations.
And you can throw it away real fast. Yeah. Real, like over, what they say, a 1 minute mistake, you can be 27 years.
You're not liking somebody.
In a box or something.
Like, not liking somebody. Like, you gotta understand, like, kid, you might not like somebody. Just stay away from them. Yeah. Stay away from them, do your job. And I honestly, like I said, some people are petty too. Yeah. There's a lot of pettiness out there. Right. But like I said, I'm at a point now where I'm like, nah, I could do my job without having to interact with some people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or people I might knew, you know what I'm saying, from prior, we have issues now, whatever, but it don't matter. But I know how to separate that. Right. It's always been that way. Right. You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta deal with it and figure out how to maneuver. And we're good. Anything else?
Well, I mean, I was gonna say that when you work with people, it's like when you was back in school and you deal with a lot of different personalities and attitudes and different things like that. So you want to get in, you know, situations and stuff like that. I try to make the best out of it, much as possible. And sometimes it can work, sometimes it can go. You know, but retail, it's a very hard job sometimes to do retail. I feel bad for the like I don't want to get off topic, but like the fast food.
They really shoot motherfuckers with nuggets and just throwing stuff in their face. Like that's a whole nother level of stuff, man.
Yeah, that's a whole level. So I think retail to me would be lower, and that would be fast food. We did pizza, but I never did like Wendy's or nothing like that. I don't think I could, but but the patience that you have to have in a field like this, your patience gotta be like real powerful, because like you said, it's not just the employees, it's the customer.
As a customer yourself, you have to treat the employees with respect, period. Especially somebody making food for you, you better treat them people with respect. Right. Especially somebody making food for you. You don't know what they do in the back or what kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? We heard stories and all that kind of stuff. So just like I said, it's the respect for both sides. I understand there could be some thing, I know something could be a problem at the house, and you bringing it to, and like I said, why would you even go to a store if you're angry or something like that? Because you're interacting with the people, you know, that have patience. You know what I'm saying? I've dealt with a whole bunch of different people. I've dealt with older people who didn't know what the hell they were talking about. They wanted me to help, they wanted me to get something for them, but they didn't know what the hell they were talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, even like I said, like co-workers and stuff like that, I've dealt with a whole bunch of different co-workers over the years, and I worked my way up. So I worked from a little minion dude to management, and even still, I'm still dealing with stuff now. You know what I'm saying? You always want to deal with stuff. You know, you always want to deal with kind of interactions and stuff like that. But like I said, I'm just gonna, like I said, you gotta do is work, mind your business, and that's it, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Yeah, I think you eventually, if you make it to this age, you know, some people don't, but you get to this age, you gotta learn to maneuver. I think you gotta learn how to
let things go too.
Yeah, you gotta learn.
Get pride too. I think like I said, if somebody really wanna come and fight you, then they're gonna fight you. Right. But a lot of stuff is pride too.
There's a lot of things is pride.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of things is pride. You gotta prove yourself and thinking like I gotta do, because we see people get tore up over pride. Get shot. Or silly stuff happens, but in the same vein, nobody want to get disrespected. Nobody want to get played out. Nobody want to get disrespected. But sometimes you gotta really pick and just be like, yo, I need my job. And sometimes that can be some of the hardest things. And you know, then now since I'm in the field, I have respect. Like even today when I was down at what was it, KFC somewhere? I was somewhere earlier, and I see the kids have to deal with so many orders and people like, hey, you forgot my fries. I'm like, wow, wow, like these people, they was holding it down. Like 3 people in there.
Yeah.
With cars all around the side of KFC. I'm in there, a couple people online, and they still was calm. I'm like, yeah, I think they deserve to get that.
The food restaurant and the food industry is always fast. Like, I was in it back in the day, and you always be quick and no one. There's gonna be tensions rising in the kitchens too, because of that. Like, come on, man, they get mad, so it's always be that. But at the end of the day, it's still kind of family, and you want your team, the people that you be with for a long time in a job. You want it to be a family, but sometimes it don't end up like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if people get hurt and dealing with things. So, even like I said, y'all can still be workers, but at the end of the day, like I said, things don't work out. And sometimes you gotta stick to yourself, just work and go home.
Yeah.
That's it. Trying to make friends, but sometimes it don't work out like that either. So you just gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta enjoy the moments, as they say. You gotta live in the moments, enjoy the moments when it comes, because you never know how things will turn out and how things switch. I think we need to start. People should enjoy Cause what's they saying? I hate using it. Thing young, that's people always say that. You should have done it when it was here.
Hey, kind of just saying, people constantly grow anyway.
Right.
So people always growing and changing mindsets
Some people
every
go
day.
this way,
So it's just a lot, man.
Yeah.
And it's every job dealing with it. I think if I ever get another job, my next job will be just by myself, just working on a computer or something. Just, you know what I'm saying? I'm a people person. I'm also like being to myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cause
You kind of always been like that.
always
kind of.
You know what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of people that stuff make my mind. So,
Glitch.
yeah. Anything else?
Nah, that's pretty much it.
All right, third party.
I wish you the best luck in retail.
Retail.
Or any job, really. Any job. Until you get your own work.
For real.
Man.
That's what we trying to do now.
Yeah.
So like I said, like, share,
And subscribe.
subscribe.
All right.
We got it here.
Next time.
Third party.